it's Ker-Leen and you are watching Lemomlife. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some updates on homeschooling. A while back, probably over a year now, I made a video, and in the video I talked about how we intend on homeschooling our kids. Well, at the time it was Ker-Leen, and since then I got pregnant, had another baby. Ker-Leen is only 2 years old, and so he is not quite at the preschool level yet. We plan on starting all of that when he's 4. But ever since that conversation that I had with you guys, we've just hit the ground running, so to speak, homeschooling or preparing him for homeschooling. So my intention has been to give him all the basics, the foundation for preschool that he would need, and so that's what we've been doing. And I just wanted to share some resources and some of the things we've been doing with you guys in this video. I'm gonna try to stay short and to the point. And if you all want to see a part 2, because I have so many things that I can share in this video, so if you guys want to see a part 2, be sure to thumbs this video up so that I know. And without further ado, let's jump right in. The first thing I want to share with you guys is the use of posters. So when Ker-Leen was much younger, pretty much right after I made that homeschool video, we started to use posters. And so I had an ABC and a numbers poster on the wall in his nursery, and every morning he would wake up, we would pray, sing songs about Jesus together, and then he would see his little posters, and he would always say ABC numbers, or he would go to them and point to them. And so we would review the alphabet and his numbers with him every single morning, and he just fell in love with that process. So since then we've added a few more posters, and these posters, believe it or not, I found them at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is such an amazing place for inexpensive school resources or homeschool resources or just educational resources. I love to go there and just peruse that section, see what I can find. And not only can you find things in the educational section, but there are also areas in the store that have little knickknacks that you can use for arts and crafts and things like that. So these posters I love. I think they're great for $1 each. You can't beat that. Actually, I think they come 2 posters to a pack, and so you actually get 2 for the price of 1, which I thought was great. So definitely check out the Dollar Tree. My next resource that we love is something that's available to any and everyone, no matter where you're from or how much money you have to homeschool, and that is the use of books. So whether you go to the library, which is also something we love to do, we love to check out the local library, or you purchase books. Books are such an amazing resource for teaching your child language and communication skills and all kinds of great things at an early age. We did a lot of books. We would read to him morning, noon, and night. I've pretty much been reading to him since he was an infant. Actually, it might be since he was a newborn. So reading is fundamental, as you guys know. We love books. I especially love to read. I love the English language. And so I had so much fun just reading with him. Once a month, we will go to the local library and we will select books, and I will renew them twice during that month, so we have them for the entire month, and he can get used to them, get familiar with them. And he would be able to tell me what he wanted to read by like week 2 or week 3. Next, I'm going to share with you some books that we have purchased. The first book I wanted to share, we used to teach him virtues or teach him about God, teach him about Jesus. And it's this God Made series. Now this particular one says God Made Seasons, but they have, I think, like 10 different God Made books. And guess where I got this from, guys? The Dollar Tree. Again, the Dollar Tree is such a great place to purchase books. You kind of, you have to visit it a few different times because they don't always have the same things in stock. I'm not even sure they still have these books, but we picked up the entire series over a number of trips. And so we would go and we'd see 2 or 3 of them, pick those up. We'd go another day, see 2 or 3 more we didn't have, we'd pick those up, and that's how we collected all of them. So these God Made books are really awesome because they are very toddler friendly. There aren't that many words on the page, which is great. The pictures are illustrated very well, in my opinion. They're nice and bright, there's high contrast. He was able to see the words and match them up with the pictures. And whenever I read to him, I always emphasize whatever it is I want him to focus on. For example, God made the winter. He made the snow. And so I just emphasize different words and point as I emphasize those words. In keeping with that virtue theme, I wanted to share a second book with you guys. Now, I have 2 of these books, and this author is Debbie Anderson. This one is called Jesus is With Me. There's also another one that says Jesus Loves the Little Children or something like that. We have that. It's somewhere in this room. I'm in his play/school room. But basically, these books I think are amazing. He fell in love with these books. Now, I'm not sure if this author has any more, but I purchased these 2, and I'm definitely going to be checking her out for more. But this one is Jesus is With Me, and basically you sing it to the tune of Jingle Bells. So as you can see, the pictures are just adorable. They're darling. They're nice and bright. What made me fall in love with this book, or these books to be specific, is the fact that there are children of various shades and tones and hair textures and features in the book, which I think is more representative of the world that we live in. So I definitely wanted to get him some books with children, little boys specifically, that look more like him. That was my intention, and I'm still looking for more of those books. So if you mommies have any more suggestions on books that display a variety of cultures and languages and backgrounds and ethnicities, definitely leave them in the comment section down below so I can check them out. It goes, on a bus, come with us, Jesus is with me. And then the next page goes, on a horse, strong of course, Jesus is with me. And so I just emphasize and point to different words that I want to focus on. So this one says, on a bike that I like, Jesus is with me. Up and down, all around, Jesus is with me. And so that's kind of how I would read it to him. So the last virtue book I wanted to share, my sister actually got this for him, his auntie, and this one is called Count Your Blessings. I think she got this at either Dollar General or like one of the Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx stores. He loves this book. He absolutely loves it. And it just talks about counting your blessings, which I think is a great virtue for kids, because you guys know they can get spoiled and not realize how much they really have. And I think this is a great reminder. We read this to him at bedtime and when he wakes up in the morning, and it's just a great virtue book. I don't want this section to take forever, but I'm going to try and go through these next few books very quickly. This one is called My First Colors. Again, his auntie got this for him. I love this one because it's very simple, especially if your child is younger than 2. This is a great book. We started with him very early with this one, and basically it just has the color represented on the page with some sort of item. Before he spoke, I would ask him to point to different things. So for example, where is the green apple? Can you show me the green apple? And he'd show it to me. And then over time, I was able to ask him to turn to the page. I was like, can you find the green apple? And so he would open up the book and try to find it. Can you find the purple house? And so he would be flipping through the pages. It was the cutest thing to watch. He would flip through the pages and he would point. And I'm like, yes, you got it. That's the purple house. Excellent, very good. And so yeah, this is another great exercise. If you find a book like this, these books are awesome. This next one we purchased at Bye Bye Baby, and I thought this was a nice one too because it has a lot of high contrast. So the illustration is very bright, very bold against a nice simple white background, so the child can really pick up on what it is you want them to see. So A is for ants, and you see the little ants. The first letter is kind of in the same color as the letter in the center of the page. So this one is called The Very Hungry Caterpillars ABC by Eric Carle. The last book I wanted to share with you guys is a book that we are going to be using a lot, and it's called Doodling Dragons. So Doodling Dragons is an ABC book of sounds. It actually goes with or comes along with the curriculum Logic of English, and because I love this book so much, that is the curriculum we're going to go with when we start learning English and grammar and things like that. We're going to go with the Logic of English curriculum. This book is awesome. He fell in love with this book as well, and he doesn't, toddlers don't have a huge attention span, but Elon sat through this book from A to Z. And the reason why that's so remarkable is because this book, let's go to a vowel sound. It gives you all the different sounds that a letter can make. Now the vowel sounds tend to have more variations than the consonant sounds. So I love that he was able to pay attention. Basically the way you're supposed to do it is point to the sound and make the sound. So yellow, lemon. It does that for some consonant sounds as well. So like how G makes a G sound and a J sound. So I would say green, giants. And yeah, this is a very, very cool book. I purchased it on Amazon. I will leave the link down below for you guys. Basically, this book comes with the logic of English, and it was like $15, but such a worthy investment. Even if you don't end up getting the curriculum, I think this is great. The next thing we love to do is we love to use flashcards. I've had such great success with flashcards. It's not even funny. Like, Elin picked up the alphabet, I feel like, so much quicker when he was able to make an association between the letter and an item. And that's what the flashcard allowed me to do. It just opens up their understanding even more, especially if your child tends to be more of a visual or kinesthetic learner, which means they learn by seeing things and also by getting hands-on and getting involved. I'm not quite sure what Elin is as of yet. He exhibits a little bit of both a visual learner and a kinesthetic learner, so I'm still trying to figure that out. And he's really young right now to give like an assessment too, but we'll figure that out over time. But anyways, I wanted to share with you guys these flashcards. I picked these flashcards up from the Dollar Tree, again, $1 each, and man, he loves these cards. So this set is the number set, and basically some of the cards have the number on the front and the word on the back. Some of the cards have the number on the front and the word on the front. Elin can count to 30. His father told me he tried to count to 40 the other day, and he said 30-10 for like 40 when he got past 39. He's been learning to count. I think he's starting to get the concept that you can keep going and keep going past like 20, because we went up to 30 with him. This set, I believe, only goes to 25, but I think it's a great start. So he loved these cards. Again, I love that they come in different colors. They're very simple, they're very bright. I would highly recommend these cards. These are the kindergarten numbers flashcards, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. I also purchased the alphabet, and again, I love the alphabet cards. I think I love these a little bit more because for each letter, there are two pictures, one on either side of the card. So there's an A for apple and then A for ant. The next set of cards I picked up not too long ago, but he's taken to these so well that I wanted to share them with you guys. Basically, it's these space and solar system cards. I purchased this from the Dollar Spot. I think that's what it's called, the Dollar Spot at Target. This particular set, I think, was $1. For $1, I think these cards are phenomenal. The reason why I say that is because the cards have like realistic pictures on them. So Elin knows his planets, and I'm gonna try to get a clip of him going through the planets for you guys. He not only can point them out on the card, but he can also recite them. I'll start out and I'll say, okay, Mercury is the first planet. What comes after that? He'll go Venus, and I'm like, okay, good. What comes after Venus? Earth. Good. What comes after Earth? Mars. And so he enjoys doing this. He'll bring the cards to me and say, planets, planets. He's not pronouncing his P's, and he loves these. So definitely check these out, guys. I highly, highly recommend these. The next thing I want to talk about is the use of song or video or both. So whenever I'm teaching Elin something, I like to find a video or a song to coincide with it to kind of support that lesson, so that he has, and you guys know music is a great tool for helping your child like remember things and understand things. So for example, with the planets, we'll look up a video on the planets and sing the song, and so that helps him remember and make sense of things. I'll link the video for the planets that I use down below, because as you guys know, there are dwarf planets that are now distinguished or differentiated from the main planets. So it's kind of tricky to find the right video so that he gets the accurate information. So I'll link that down below. Right now, he's really into trucks. He's really into construction vehicles, to be specific. So I will show him videos about construction vehicles. Now, what I've recently started doing is showing him realistic, real life videos. He loves the dump truck. So we'll find videos with actual dump trucks on construction sites, or maybe the garbage truck, and really show him what that looks like. And something else we've also been doing is whenever the garbage truck is going by outside, we'll go outside and we'll go watch the garbage truck in action. And that's been helping him to make more sense of things. So not only am I looking for a song and video, but I'm trying to give him those real life experiences that help make the subjects or the themes come to life. Which brings me to my next point, field trips. So whenever we're learning something, I will take him on a field trip, whether it's about take him to the farmer's market so he can see the fruit and veggies and touch them and get a tactile experience, or simply just watching, maybe going to the zoo and going to the aquarium section and watching the fish in the tank and all that good stuff. So we've been doing a lot of little field trips. I think homeschooling allows you the flexibility to just keep learning year round, and so we're always learning something. And then finally, the board. So right now I have a board behind me, and it's a board I purchased from IKEA. It has two sides. One side is a chalkboard and one side is a dry erase board. I love to draw things out and write things out and really utilize the board as another tool to help him make sense of things. And he loves to doodle on the board as well. I'll let him get some chalk and he'll just write on the chalkboard side and make pictures and drawings. That's something else that we've been doing that's been working amazingly. He loves his little board. Whenever I go to the board, he has to follow me and see what I'm about to do. The main thing is Elan's excited about learning. He's a sponge right now, and so I've just been trying to capitalize on that and teach him as many things as I can. It's been exciting, and there's so much more I can share in this video. So if you guys want to see a part 2, again, give this a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe so you don't miss when I post my next video. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. I don't want it to be too long, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!